Autoline on the Road from the North American International Auto Show is brought to you by Teijin Automotive Technologies and by Magna.
Steve, you're making the move to electric here. You've got the very affordable Chevrolet Equinox, but my question is, just to start off the conversation, a lot of people skeptical about electric cars. How do you overcome that skepticism?
Well, a couple things. We talk a lot about the fact that you got to be credibly in the EV game. And if you think about Chevrolet, it's been 10 years of EV credibility with 2 generations of Volt, a couple Bolts of Spark, a Volt EUV. And so being a part of this and kind of helping the market move along has been important. But you're right, the Equinox EV that we're debuting really to the public here at the North American International Auto Show is a testament to one of the big barriers that people have when it comes to EV adoption and mainstreaming of EVs, as people like to say, and that's affordability. And we made this statement back in January when we revealed the Silverado EV, but talked about a hint of things to come in the Equinox EV. At the time, we said for around $30,000, and we're sticking with that because we know that you've got to provide great products, but if you're Chevrolet, you've got to be a great value, and we think the Equinox EV is certainly going to be the value that people in the EV space are looking for.
All the prices of the raw materials that go into the batteries going through the roof these days. How confident are you that you can hold on to that $30,000-ish price tag?
Well, we're confident for a number of reasons. Number one, the Ultium platform and the investments that we've made, it's all about scale, and it's all about things like cost per kilowatt hour, it's all about maximizing throughput, it's all about just fundamental things that consumers might not see but reuse. So the same 2 battery packs that are in this Equinox EV are also shared by our Blazer EV. That doesn't mean that every vehicle that we produce shares those, but there's a lot of things that will say we're looking for the most efficient and effective way to bring people the customers are looking for. So we're going to stick by that because we know that, you talk a lot about is EV adoption a question or is it a statement? And I think it's fast going from a question to a bit of a statement. If you look at the retail industry last month, EVs were about 7.5% of industry, the highest they've ever been. And so what you're seeing is, as EVs become more ubiquitous, your neighbor has one, your friend, you hear more about it, you see a charging station at your local gas station, whatever it is, there's just more and more consciousness about EVs. And if Chevrolet can play the role that we've always played, we like to say that General Motors is kind of unleashing Chevrolet. I mean, Lyriq is great and Hummer is great, absolutely. Bolt is great, etc. But if you're going to be in the big mainstream segments, Chevrolet is going to play that role for General Motors, and that's exactly why we're bringing an Equinox EV. It's in a segment in the marketplace, over 20% of retail sales are in compact SUV. It's right in the heart of that segment. SUV-D, Blazer, where that competes, mid-SUV, right? Another big fast-growing segment, and of course, full-size pickup. So you combine all that with Chevrolet credibility in this space. We know how to sell trucks and crossovers. Our customers expect it from Chevrolet. Our dealers are very engaged in that space. You add all that up and we like our chances.
Yeah, I'm especially impressed that you're going to have that much volume, economy of scale and the like. Do you think we might even see something priced under this sometime in the future?
Well, we're not commenting on future. We've got a lot of goodness here today, of course. But look, if we're going to play the role that we have always played for over 100 years within GM, and we certainly expect to play for the next 100, we're going to be about delivering what customers want across a wide range of propulsion types, of body styles, performance capability, price range, etc. So never say never. We've got 3 dynamic products that really for the first time are all together for the public to see here today. But will there be more from Chevrolet? We're not just a brand that's going to produce 3 products.
$30,000-ish. That doesn't include $4,000 for an EV assembled in North America, right? And then will the battery qualify so you can get the full $7,500 off it?
Yeah. Well, we've actually had a little bit of experience in this space. Matter of fact, we were, only 1 or 2 manufacturers that had crossed the threshold of the current federal tax credit. So we've learned to adopt business cases and the economics of these products with or without that. We have gone on record for sure and said that activities, incentives like the previous federal tax credit or the new Inflation Reduction Act are enablers for EV adoption, so we're supportive of those. There's a lot more to be figured out. Obviously, there are a few things that we know, and there are still some things that need to be worked out when it comes to, critical mineral componentry, et cetera. I think each manufacturer is looking at it and saying, once the rules get crystallized, we'll be able to come forward and really help customers and educate customers on what it means, because there might be an expectation that everybody will get this, but that might not always be the case because of some of the rules and the things that are put in place, for sure.
Well, good. Steve, thanks so much for your time. Very interesting what you're all doing with electrification at Chevrolet.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. I mean, it's a great time to think about Chevrolet EVs, but as you know, we're a big brand and there's lots of great things to see at the auto show here with Silverados and Colorados and Corvette Z06s and the like, but phenomenal time to be a Chevrolet dealer, and can't say enough thanks to our design, engineering, manufacturing partners. Couldn't do it without them, and it's a great time to be at Chevrolet.
Good deal.
It's really good to see you.
Likewise.
Yeah, thank you.
Some things are good for a while, until something better comes along. Teijin Automotive Technologies is helping make metals a thing of the past with advanced composite materials. Teijin Automotive Technologies, the formula for better mobility.